Audi redesigned the A6 sedan and its performance S6 sibling a few model years ago, and they go up against heavy-hitting German luxury cars like the BMW 5 Series and the Mercedes E-Class. Both of those actually outsell this by a healthy margin, which begs the question, do car shoppers need to give Audi some more love? Now the A6 is instantly recognizable as an Audi thanks to cues like a very tall grille that merges kind of the upper and lower areas into the single frame. LEDs in the headlights, your optional LED full headlights on our A6 right now. Now our test car is an A6 TDI with the sport package and 19-inch wheels. That means it has a sport suspension. It's one of 3 available suspension setups, and it rides kind of firm, I gotta say. Sops up individual expansion joints, manhole covers okay, but overall highway isolation is sort of poor for a luxury car. It's also kind of noisy in terms of road and wind noise. Now TDI means diesel, in this case a diesel 6-cylinder engine, plenty of torque, 428 pounds-feet of torque, typical of diesels, wallops are right from the start, plenty of good low-end acceleration, kind of tails off a little bit after about 3,000 RPM, but again that's typical of diesel vehicles. Now there's an 8-speed automatic transmission, kind of prefers to let you sort of torque your way through at low speeds, but it can kick down 2 or 3 gears when it absolutely has to, and one editor noted that this car actually sounds pretty good for a diesel too compared to some of the other options out there. Now, overall acceleration, pretty swift for this class, but you pay for it a little bit in terms of fuel efficiency. That's not to say the A6 is particularly fun to drive. Not really easy to really throw around into corners. The steering is a little bit foggy. The tail doesn't really come out on you as quickly as you might like. As a sports sedan, the A6 could use a little bit of grooming on those fronts. The brakes, a little bit mushy, not super linear. And these seats in this car, despite it being the sport package, they kind of let you slide around a lot, not real big on the bolsters. Now, if you're going to spend more than $45,000 on a luxury sedan, you're going to want pretty good cabin quality, and the A6 mostly delivers here. A lot of overlapping materials in this interior, but very handsome stuff that's also very consistent. Even in areas down here, like along the center console, there's the same kind of look and feel and graining to the material as you get all the way up here on the dash. Now, I do wish Audi was a little more generous with the padding on the upper doors. That's where your arms and your elbows kind of rest here. Doesn't really get that way until you get all the way up to the A8, which is the brand's luxury flagship sedan. Now, a lot of common sense conveniences that are lost in many luxury cars, the A6 retains. Things like a center armrest here that's height adjustable, storage ahead of the gear shift here. There's often no storage in a lot of luxury cars for some reason. A lot of buttons here on the center stack. Heated seats are standard, ventilated seats are optional. In our test car, you can turn them both on at the same time. It's like, I think my backrest is hot, but the seat cushions themselves are cool now. I kind of feel like I have a fever. Audi has a little bit of work to do on the A6, particularly in the realm of drivability. Check it out if you want to, but make sure you drive that BMW and Mercedes as well.